Okay, kids, this is Rose. Um, so hopefully we're recording. Okay, we're gonna go to our file, and we downloaded some shite. We downloaded some shite. Okay. So one target individual, you know, who had their scans done for implants. Okay, the expert that scanned them for implants said that this is where their implants are connected to. These are the people that invented the technology, and it seems to be going to these people. They invented this technology, okay, and so I'm gonna go back. Okay, so we'll read some of it. Like we might have to enlarge it a little bit. My eyesight is kind of bad. Okay, so we have Pietro Baldassari received a laureate degree in classic in oh we have Pietro Baldassari received a laureate degree in electronical engineering with honors from the University of Pisa, Italy. He is working toward the PhD degree in bioengineering at the Crim Laboratory, and it's a university in Italy. Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, Pisa, Italy. Sorry, I don't speak Italian. Sorry if I'm butchering the Italian language. Um, in 2022, he joined the Crim Laboratory of Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, Pisa, Italy, as a research assistant. Okay, it says he works with implantable biotelemetry MEMS. I told you about biotelemetry and MEMS and all that shite, right? Like, I told you about that shite. And so it seems like the inventors of this technology that they all come from Italy. That's what it seems like. Um, they all come from Italy, and they all seem to come from the same university, Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, Pisa, Crim Laboratory. Like they all got their degrees from the same university. It seems like. And anyway, this is what we got from this lady's scans from implants. These are the people that invented the technology. It's kind of hard to zone zoom in on it. Adrienne, Med- yeah, they look like they all have Italian names. Paulo Dario, Chiaro Sakama. I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't know Italian at all. So what I did is I looked some of these people up. I did my homework. I looked some of these people up. Okay, I looked up the university and all that shit, right? Like the university that's involved in it. It's called Crim Laboratory. It's some university in. It looks like Pisa, Italy. I'm still learning this, just like you are. So this is the university that seems to be involved in it. It's in Italy. Okay, and we could use Google Translate. Google Translate, where are you? Because it's all in Italian. I don't know Italian at all. I only speak English. Let's see. So it's the Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies. Okay. All right. This is the school that seems to be involved in it. Like, wow, that is wild, right? Like, so You can look at their projects. You can look at their research. So anyway, I could go back and look at them later, and then I I got one of the people that were involved in it. Okay, I looked it up ahead of time, to save a little bit of time. One of the people involved in it is this chick, Chiaro Sukama, crime Crim Laboratory. Okay, okay. I don't know if crim means crime in Italian. I have no idea. Like, so. Wow. So this is what I got. Wow. Interesting. Okay, this is what I got. Crim Laboratory. I guess crim means crime in Italian. I don't know. If anybody speaks Italian out there, let me know. That is wild. Wow. So we're trying to pull it up. Let's see. Yeah, we're trying to pull it up. LinkedIn. Okay, there. It's going now. It's taken forever to pull it up, right? That's wild. Okay. Wow, they don't really want me to look at that, I guess. Crim Laboratory. Anyway, this is one of the chicks that seems to be involved with it. Her name is Chiara Sukoma. Okay. Wow. Okay. She's involved with ResearchGate. ResearchGate is like this place that does all kinds of research shite, like all these geeks. Anyway, Sakura Sukoma. Wow. That's her images. That's one of them. Trying it. Bring it back. Wow. Well, we put it we put it in our email. We can go back and retrieve it from our email. Wow. Okay. Gmail. Gmail. Okay, there's our Gmail. Like our Gmail just disappeared, man. That was weird. Okay, it's back again. Okay, let's look at this guy, Pietro Baldassari. He's one of the other guys that worked at the Crim Laboratory in Italy. The Crim Laboratory, right? Like, wow. Pietro Baldassari. Wow. Okay. Wow. University of Glasgow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, let's punch in the Crim Laboratory. Crim Laboratory. The Crim Laboratory. Okay. What do we get? Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Crim Laboratory. Then he has articles about some of the shite that he invented. See, an implantable telemetry platform system for in vivo monitoring of physiological parameters. Okay. Wow. In vivo is involved in a lot. I have to tell you one day what in vivo is. MEMS sensor, Anyway, I gave you like a whole video about MEMS a long time ago. Remember, like that's some of the shite that he invented. Interesting, right? You go under images, Peter. So even though he got his degree in Italy, like he seems to be involved with a lot of universities, not just in Italy. Like wow, he seems to be involved with a lot of places. Okay, so this is the dude right here, University of Leeds. Yeah, he seems to be involved with a lot of places, not just this university in Italy, right? University of Colorado Boulder, University of Leeds. Wow, that's wild. Okay, Crim Laboratory. Okay, and then we have, I think we have Google Gemini, right? Like, yeah, we got Google Gemini. Don't ask me how I got it. It's a long story. It's an AI. See if it works. See if it works. Let's see, Google Gemini. Okay, let's ask. Yeah, we have to get the name of the school, right? Yeah, I mean, without the name of the school, I don't think it's going to come up. Crim Laboratory. Okay, go to email. We need the name of the school. Here it is. Okay. God, yeah, the school's in Italian, right? Like I don't know. I don't know Italian. Sorry, I do not know Italian. Okay. So this is the name of the school. Rose does not know Italian. I can make good lasagna though, if that counts. I don't know. Like, even though I'm not Italian. Okay, so it's the Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna. Okay. In English, it's pronounced the Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies. Okay. And it's in Italy, right? Okay. Okay, it's in Italy. It's the Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies. Okay. Wow. Okay. Close that. Okay. Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies. Wow. So it's in Pisa, Italy. All right. And then we want Crim Laboratories. It's like in capital letters, CRIM, Crim Laboratory, right? Laboratory. All of a sudden, I forgot how to spell laboratory. Okay, Crim Laboratories. Wow. Okay. Wow. So the Crim Laboratory Center for Research in Microengineering at the Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies, part of the Institute of Biorobotics in Pisa, Italy, is a leading research center focused on biorobotics, microrobotics, and advanced surgical robotic systems. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Wow. All right. Okay. So let's copy this shite. Okay. And see, I've never used Google Gemini before. See if I can use it without screwing it up or anything. Let's see. So I have Google Gemini. Let's see. It's an AI like ChatGPT. See what it tells me. Tell me something. If it doesn't work too good, then I'm going to do ChatGPT. I'm going to fire Google Gemini and do ChatGPT. Okay. All right. So the Crim Center for Applied Research in Microengineering is a prominent laboratory at the Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies in Pisa, Italy. CRIM has been formally integrated into Biorobotics Institute, one of the world's leaders in research centers in robotics and bioengineering. CRIM specializes in design, fabrication, and testing in micro and nanosystems. Its primary goal is to apply microengineering techniques to the biomedical field, creating miniaturized devices for minimally invasive medicine, miniaturized robotics, development of micro robots for surgery and endoscopy, targeted therapy, blah, blah, blah. Wow. Research into biocompatible sensors for health monitoring and characterization of biological tissues. Anyway, we're just going through it. That's wild. Oh, and it mentions Paul Dario. Yeah, Paul Dario was on there. He's an Italian guy. Paul Dario. Wow. Biorobotics Institute. Wow. Pisa University System. Wow. Let's look up ARTS, Advanced Robotics Technology System. Yeah, I think I saw the ARTS lab. ARTS stands for Advanced Robotics Technology System. It doesn't stand for artwork. Paulo Dario. Yeah, that's the guy that I saw on there. Paulo Dario. Italian guy. Okay. Yeah, let's look up Paulo Dario. See what they say about him. Paulo Dario. Wow. Is a world renowned scientist and pioneer. Paul Dario is a world renowned scientist and pioneer in the field of biorobotics and biomedical engineering. As the founder of the Biorobotics Institute at the Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies, SSSA in Pisa, he spent decades bridging the gap between biological systems and mechanical engineering. Blah, 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 blah. Surgical robotics. Wow. Okay. That is wild, huh? Okay. Wow. Chief scientist at Dubai Future Labs. Wow. Okay. Paul Dario. Okay. What's his name? Dario. Wow, this is a lot of shite. Paula Dario? I don't know if Paula Dario is Paul in English. Let's see. All right. Control V, Paula Dario. Wow. Wow. Okay. We want Paula Dario and the IEE. IEE. Why? I want the IEE because they're the people that like run the internet. Like wow. They're like one of the companies or institutions that run the internet, the World Wide Web. Look at that. Wow. Okay. We could try. How about Paulo Dario? Paulo Dario. IEE. IEEE. Websites. Okay, we want websites. Okay. We want websites. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to find some websites. Okay. Wow. So he's involved with a lot of universities around the world, it looks like. Wow, look at that. Khalifa University. Wow. IAE Robotics. Like the IAE is the people who invented the internet. Well, not they didn't invent the internet, but they run the internet. Yeah, DARPA invented the internet, right? Wow. Okay. Here's another thing about him, the IEE. Wow. So wow. Okay. I'm a little nervous, so I'm trying not to say anything wrong. Wow. So we could look up the IEE, right? Just in case people don't know who the IEE is. Maybe you don't know. Look up the IEE. Okay. Who are they? Okay. The IEE is the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. Blah blah blah. It has over 4,600,000 members in 190 countries and blah blah blah. Anyway, it's like they're one of the major companies that run the internet, right? They're one of the major companies that run the internet. The IEE, right? Okay, all right. One of the big companies that run the internet. It says their location is 3 Park Avenue, New York City, U.S. Wow, okay. They're one of the companies that run the internet. Okay, you got it? All right. One of the major companies that run the internet. Okay, so, okay, we're going to try to find the IE. Okay, see all the awards. That's what I was trying to find. All the awards that he got from the IEE. Like, here's one of them. Like, IE Robotics and Automation Award sponsored by IE Robotics and Automation. Blah, 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 blah. We've done like 7 minutes so far. Okay, 7 minutes. Wow, you can look at all the. So he's, smart guy, has a lot of awards from the IEE. Like very smart, intelligent man. So Robotic Institute. Wow, look at that. He's the professor of biomedical robotics. Blah blah blah. Anyway, this is like the IEE saying that they recognize him as one of their people. Like, so he invented a lot of stuff. Wow. And I got all of this shite, from yeah. So the IEE is one of the big companies that run the internet. There's a lot of other companies. I think it's a nonprofit organization. Like they're one of the big organizations that run the internet, right? Like there's a lot of other ones. They have a here's a thing on X. Probably their website. I don't know if it's going to come up. IEE Power Energies. Da 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 da. Anyway, they're one of the big dudes, one of the big kahunas that run the internet, right? One of the big kahunas, and then we'll get out all of this shite, get out of that, and we'll go to they're one of the big kahunas who run the internet. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. I was trying to find it. Okay, we found it. Okay. So then, okay, then go to downloads. Okay. Okay, so these are the people I was telling you about, right? Like you see Paulo Dario. See him right there, Paulo Dario, that guy right there. And they all seem to come from this university in Italy, in Pisa, Italy. Like, wow. And this was found on a targeted visual scan for implants. Like, wow, that's wild, right? This was found on her scan for implants, because when we say this shite, they act like we're cray cray and the technology doesn't exist. It's like Fugala Balugala BS or something. Or let's see. Okay, and then I have like Richard's Kane scan for implants. I have a lot of people scans for implants. Luckily, they trust me with their shite. Thank God. Okay. Ah, Doctor Black. Ah, yeah, like so. I have her scan for implants, and then Richard Kane. Yeah, we're trying to find it again. Okay, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, this is it. I have her scan for implants. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to scoot through it really fast. Because I don't want people to see all of it. Okay. You scooted through it really fast? Did it work? Wow. Yeah, it worked. Okay, we got it to work. Okay. We scooted through it really fast. It takes a while for it to come up. I'm on like really slow off internet. Slow off internet. Okay. And then, okay, if you get scanned for implants, right, your implants give off frequencies that are registered with the Federal Communications Commission. And you can look up these organizations on the FCC's website, right? And this is some of the places that her implants are routed to, For real, these are some of the places that her implants were routed to. Just some of them, not a lot, you know, just a handful of places. Just a handful. Okay, okay, just a handful of places, not a lot. Not a lot of places. Like not really a lot. Just a couple of places. Anyway, I'm going through it really fast. Anyway, these are the people, right? Like, look at that. These are the people that I was talking about. You see that? Look at that. That shit is crazy. See Paulo Dario? Look at that. Wow. Yep. Anyway, you guys have a good day or a good night or whatever.